Hey everyone, it's Melissa. It's Thursday afternoon, hot, humid day, but maybe getting cooler soon. I'm feeling so much better with my kidney thing. You know, what it was hard for me to believe was so many people that sent me well wishes, that were so nice to me. I mean, y'all don't know me. I could be just meanest person in the world, but y'all were so nice to, to tell me you were praying for me and hope I got better soon, and that just means the world to me, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm just feeling much, much better and can sit more now and stand, and so thank you. I feel like I was having to lay down on my side a lot, and so kind of reading your comments really did make me feel better. It's amazing how kind words really, really do help someone. I'm a firm believer, and I do this with women. If I see someone out at the grocery or something, and if she has a pretty hairstyle, I'll say, your hairstyle's so pretty. Or I'll say, you are just the cutest thing you can be. You're just cute as a button. I just always tell people that because I feel like they need to know these things. I think women need to be validated that they look good and everything. So you telling me to feel better just really made me want to feel better. So thank you so much. Didn't mean to get off on a tangent there. After I started feeling better, I ordered something, and then I went to Target. Now, we don't have a Target in my town, so I went to the next town over, which is about 30 miles away, and went to the Target there and got some things. And so one of the things I got, well, let me backtrack a little bit. I was getting low on, I use a lot of the Mary Kay shadows that I can just pop in my Mary Kay, that main case. And so I was getting kind of low on some of them. And I went into Target, and I had seen so many people that like the Sonia Kashuk palette. And I'll show it to you. I know everybody has seen it, but it's the ones that's got so many neutrals in it, from light all the way to pretty much black and everything in between. So I thought I would try those out. I knew that they would be convenient, that I could just throw them in my purse and throw a couple of brushes in my purse. And I didn't know if they would be as convenient as the Mary Kay. The good thing about the Mary Kay, you can get exactly any color you want and then just pop it in. I really, really like this. I don't know that it will take the place of me always wanting to use the Mary Kay, but I'm going to use it now and use it for a while and see how I like it. If I had to say a disadvantage, it would be that, and it's probably good for me, but it doesn't have anything with any sparkle in it. I like something, not as much as like the Naked or the Naked 2, because everything in there just is sparkly. But I like when I put on my lid and on my brow bone, I usually just put it all over and on the inside. I like it to have not a lot of sparkle, just a little shimmer to it. And these are very, very matte, very flat colors. That's the only disadvantage to it. The advantages are, of course, it's just so many variety of neutral colors. You can do so much with it. And what I have found I really like is, especially underneath here, what I can do is I can take a little dome pencil, and I like a shadow color that I haven't always been able to find, and it's almost like I would want to mix it myself. So what I can do is I can take one dot in the black and a couple of dots above it, and then shadow underneath here, and it gives me the brownish, the dark brown, not even a charcoal, it's sort of a charcoal brown color that I want from underneath here. It seems to be the one that I like the most to bring out my eyes. So that's an advantage, and also an advantage, you can do transition colors. You can do first do light all over, and then you could take say this is a real pretty color. It's kind of a warm rosy brown right there, and so you can do a transition color, or the middle part of your eye going out toward the crease, going out toward the outside of your eye. So it's a really good combination for that, for mixing together and getting different looks. I mean, I could do a bunch of different looks with this, and I will in the future. I just that moonstone, that Mary Kay moonstone that I would use all over. Anyway, I wanted to put it on today so you could see. But anyway, but the Mary Kay moonstone, it's just got just the right amount of shimmer without it being too sparkly for an older eye, old lady eye like I have. But this is awfully good, and I really like it. I wanted to try it and really give you my honest opinion. I think it depends on what you're looking for. If you're wanting a good basic thing that's matte, if you've got older eyes, crepey eyes, I think that you can't do any better than this. I really don't. It's just going to have everything in there that you need. I know several people that use it and really like it. I put it on today, and I'll tell you what I did with mine. I used this color up here all over on my lid and bone and in the crease. I mean in the corner. I keep getting my words wrong today. It must be the medication I'm on. And like I said, on that particular color, an all over wash, I do prefer the Mary Kay Moonstone for just the right amount of shimmer. But this is good. And then if that's too stark, too white for you, you've got your going more toward peaches right there. So I did that all over, and then in the crease I used this. I used this color right here, which is the warmish brown, and kind of did it a little bit above my crease. And then in the crease, I actually did one dot of the black, and then kind of mixed the black on my brush with the brown above it, and sort of tapped it off, and then did it. And every time I would get some, I get just one dot of the black, because I tried the black by itself, and it was just it was too harsh. Maybe I've got kind of light colored eyes, so it might have been just too harsh for me. But I would, if you don't own it, I'd say get it. I think it's really good. While I was there and looking at the Sonia Kashuk, I got 3 of her brushes, and I think they're very interesting brushes. They come in little cases like this, like that, and you can store them in there. Right here, there's their name. You can store them in there, and then they open, and they've got a place to put little slots to put the brushes in, which I think is very convenient. Okay, so the kind I got were the angled crease brush. Now look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm losing my son, so I hope this turns out. I forgot to open one of my, I got shutters here in front of one. I forgot to open the one on the right side, so if it's a little dark, then I'll try to remember next time. But see, it's an angled full brush. Really pretty, and I used it actually in the crease up here. It did a really good job of doing the kind of the windshield wiper thing. And then you could almost take this corner right here and go underneath. I did that yesterday. I took just where the little sharp point of it is, and did it for the eyeliner underneath here, the shadowy. I don't usually like to use too much eyeliner. I like to really shadow, and when I shadow, strongly shadow underneath my eyes, I usually don't wing my eyes, and I will usually do a waterline of a charcoal gray, which is, I usually use the Estee Lauder color for that. And see, it's not quite black, it's more of a charcoal color. So it gives a little bit stronger, where it's more of a, this doesn't look quite as harsh underneath here. But I do like a lot of color underneath here at times, if I don't do the wing. So here's the angled, getting off on subjects. Here's the angled crease brush. Here's the rounded crease brush. It's sort of like, it kind of goes up into sort of like an, I don't know, like a dome shape. Not a dome, I don't know. It's rounded. It's a rounded brush. It's a very nice brush, very nice brush. And then this is just the medium eyeshadow brush. Really like it too. So got those 3 brushes and got the Sonia Kashuk palette. And I do like it. I do like it. I don't know if I'm going to like it better than my Mary Kay or not. I'm going to have to reorder that Moonstone. because it's just awfully nice. But this will be a good backup. And I just wish it had one shimmer, just one shimmer. Give me one little shimmer, Miss Sonia, just one. But anyway, one other thing that I got, I had discovered a few months ago Sue Devitt. I never heard of Sue Devitt before. I think it was Tammy Uppy's Beads. She recommended a Sue Devitt eyeshadow that I bought, and so I got to looking around and I found I guess it's eyeliner eyeshadow pencils. I think they're called intense liners, and they've got the color on one end, and they've got a little brush on the other, and you do have to sharpen it, but they're fat pencils. Now, most of you on here probably know Natalie something 075, I don't know, 075, something like that, but I will link her channel down below. She is notorious, and we have fussed at her for being shy about doing tutorials. She does wonderful things, and she tells us wonderful stories, and she demonstrates everything so well. But I think she gets a little nervous about doing eye tutorials. But she kind of slid in one time, and so I'm going to try to do it today. That she takes an eyeliner, and so that's one reason I got these, and she puts it in her crease, and then she smudges it. And I thought, my goodness, what a great idea, because then you don't get any fallout whatsoever, and you can place it exactly where you want it. So I got these because I had read that they were soft, and you need something that's going to be kind of soft and blend so you won't really be tugging at your eyes. So I'm going to try that right now. I'm just going to kind of blend this in a little bit. Okay, let me put a little bit more of that Sonia Kashuk back on, so you can kind of see the color of it too. It's a little hard to get that open. But, here's this. You can go all the way up with it. But it is, like I said, it's very light, and I do like, on my eyelids, I like a light color. I always used to wear like a dark brown or a dark color, and the other day I tried it again, doing the dark all over. In fact, I took one of these pencils, one of the Sue Devitt pencils, and I drew it all over my eyelid and smudged it, and it made my eyes look too closed in or something. It doesn't work for me anymore, and I think it's because I'm older. So it kind of proved to me that you've got to have maybe on your eyelid something to open it up a little bit more. It made my eyelid look too heavy, you know. It kind of made my eyelid recede, I guess, because it was so dark. My eyes just didn't look as bright. So anyway, I've got the the eyeshadow on there from the Sue Devitt. And so the color I've got here, I've got two covers, Zaire, and then this color here, which is Ava. And I had to get it because I have a little granddaughter named Ava. So it's a nice purpley tone. So I'm going to try Natalie's tip of doing that. I've got my little mirror right here. So what she said she does, and this is what I'm gathering from it, that she draws right here, kind of smudges right here, kind of draws a line like that, okay? Then I've got kind of a smudge brush, a brush that's kind of, you know, fluffy, a fluffy brush. And then I'm just going to try to blend that up like that. Kind of going up, doing a little bit of the windshield thing. And that really is pretty. Just barely doing it. And you could even see, and no fallout. I love the no fallout. And you can get it exactly where you want it. See, I could even draw it down here a little bit. I'm sorry. Draw it down here a little bit. And then, you know, smooth it in to make a V. That's just really pretty. I like it. I think I like this eye better than this eye over here where I did the Sonia Kashuk. You can, you know, just really do some placement on it. Like that. And the purple color on the Ava is really good for green eyes. Well, it would just be any pretty color. It's got really pretty colors. Those line intensifiers have really pretty colors. I have also ordered the brush that they recommend. It's an eyeliner. I don't know if it's an eyeliner brush. Seems to be a thin brush that you can kind of, like if you use it down here as an eyeliner, you can kind of smudge it a little bit or underneath. And the good thing about these Sue Devitt things too is you could use it in your waterline. You could use it up here. Do this a little bit. Or you could use it underneath here. So really, you could get by with doing one color, a whole wash all over, putting this in the crease and smudging it, putting this underneath for your eyeliner, doing it for your waterline, and doing it for your tight line. So you could get by with one eyeshadow and then an eyeliner. Because it's so soft and so thick, you know, fat around that you can really get in there just the way you want it. I just really like this. I really like the color. I love the name because of Ava. But my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. But I really like this color, and I love the formula. So I hope you can ignore that phone ringing. It's a telemarketer. They call at the same time every day. That's why I'm not worried about answering it. Okay, there's one more thing that I found this week. I went to get my hair done. She did put highlights in it this time. She just did my roots. She usually puts highlights in about every third time. But I'm extremely tender-headed, and so while my hair was wet, she was brushing out my hair. And she said she had my hair all brushed out, and it didn't hurt. And I said, what did you use on my hair? Because she usually does a pick, and it hurts, and a comb hurts, and everything. And I bought it. She used the wet brush. I had heard about it, but really hadn't paid any attention to it. I had used the Tangle Tees that you get from Sally, and it did pretty well. But man alive, I am in love with this brush, and it came as a pack. It came as a little pack together. Together, and it came with a round brush, so I like pretty well. I like the Lab one. I think it's Lab one that got it ultra a little bit better. But this round brush came with it, and it worked pretty well. But this works really well. It smoothed my hair. The main thing is it got the tangles out. And I just could section it off, and then when I went to clean out my brush, it didn't have a whole lot of hair that it had pulled out, because my hair comes out easily too. Just several shampoos I've tried. I have a lot of shedding with it. I know part of it's my age and everything, but I kind of have to be careful. There's just certain shampoos that I seem to be able to use, and so anyway, it just had very little shedding with it. So I was very pleased about that. But so if you haven't tried, if you've tried the Tangle Tees and it's not quite everything you wanted it to be, then maybe try the wet brush. I like it better. For hair like mine, and the type of hair that I have it's very fine. Not very big around. I have just, it's not thick at all by any means. It's not extremely thin, but it's certainly not thick. I guess it's just average amount of it, but the individual strands are very thin and kind of fragile. So this did not pull, and I didn't notice anything breaking off, so I would highly recommend that. So that's my recommendation for today. The Sonia Kashuk brushes, I really think I'm going to like them really good. The Sonia Kashuk, I can recommend it with reservations. I think that I will really miss having some kind of a not sparkle, but shimmer eyeshadow in it. I like the idea that I can blend a bunch of different colors together and get my exact color that I want. But I want something that may hold me back might be that slight shimmer that I really like to have. And I can highly recommend, this is my favorite thing that I have bought this week, the Sue Devitt I wish, you know, I cannot see. Sue Devitt, sorry. The Eye Intensifier, yeah, I was right. The Eye Intensifier pencils. And like I said, I got Zaire and I got Ava, and they're both beautiful, beautiful colors. So if you haven't tried those, I got them off Amazon. Highly recommend them. So anyway, that's my video for today. Thanks again for all the well wishes. I'm just feeling so good, back to normal. In fact, if I can get my husband out of the yard long enough, I really want to do an exercise video this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So hopefully I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.